Welcome back to the Rounds of Life podcast, where every round's a different challenge, and we're just trying to make it to the bell. I'm Kaiden, Ellis.
And I'm Milton, Leyva, Carmen. From cage fights to real fights, we're breaking down MMA, the madness of the world, and everything that life throws at us.
No rules, no judges, just raw talk. Let's tap in. So, welcome back. This is now episode 6 of the Rounds of Life podcast. And this episode is Freshman Files. Whether you're lacing up for your first college wrestling season or just trying to survive your freshman year, this episode is for you. We're digging deep into what the first year of college really feels like on and off the mat.
That's right. We'll share wins, the losses, the late night study grinds, and what it really takes to balance academics and athletics. Whether you're a student athlete, a fan of the sport, or someone who's just curious about the college experience, there's something here for you.
So, college, freshman year, where do we begin?
I really don't even know where we would begin. Honestly, well, we were. When did we start training? Like the second weekend, first weekend.
I think it was first week, because I remember we low-key got in trouble a little bit, from like some of the staff, because like we had to go to like this whole freshman orientation, but some of us left to go train and wrestle.
Oh right, yeah.
But
crazy man.
Shit, starting from there, but like I don't know about you, but how did you feel like when you first arrived on campus? Like, you're unpacking.
I felt like a nice change of pace.
Yeah?
Yeah. Coming from New York City, I lived in the Bronx for most of my life, and for 16 years I lived in like Cortland, which is a pretty dangerous part of the hood. But it was a really good change of pace, bro. Like, it was mad peace in there. I felt like I dialed in immediately just because I'm already goal orientated. That's kind of what like I grew up like. But yeah, bro. I don't know. It was. I felt an immediate sense of like importance. I don't know how to describe it, but I felt like as soon as I touched down on college, I felt like I had to hit the ground running in some way.
Mm.
Like, I was here for some reason. Like, I wasn't just here for just like fuck around too much.
You felt like people was counting on you. Shit.
What was it like for you though?
Dude, I can't even try and go back and remember. I feel like so much has changed, like, since that time. Like,
oh yeah, a lot has changed.
Like, it's only been months, but like I felt like so much has changed, like, since like first time walking on the campus. Like, college low-key, like, really put a whipping on me, but at the same time, like, hit me with a reality check so many different ways. But like, I feel like walking in, I was definitely, dude, I don't even, a little like, definitely had a little shock moments at times to where it was a little out my ways. Cause I come from like just fields, a little bit of like town, but like just main fields and shit. And even though like Elmire's not crazy like that, but it's more so just like being on the campus, it felt like it was like that, because like you're around like the dorm rooms and everything. Like, I don't know. At first, like, in the end, I learned to love it, but at first it was definitely something like I had to get used to. And like, I remember, of course, we had like, what made it the best was like the boys, like you, the team. Like, 100%, if it wasn't for you guys, like, college would have been like low-key ass. But like,
yeah,
having the right people around you, college is so lit. Like, it's so fun.
No word. Yeah.
But like, you definitely, like, at first I mean, unless it's like, if you're all for it, sometimes people don't really have any like struggles at first, so they like be all good for them. But like, term 1, I guess you could say, it wasn't the best for me, because I also got like started dealing with the injury and shit. So that, I think that played a big role. But then like when I came back after The Thanksgiving and Christmas break. I like a much needed break. Term 2, term 3, I was solid. I was solid.
Yeah. A lot happened during that time.
Yeah.
Grew
So
up a
much.
lot.
Was it like, was college what you expected? Or was it like different?
It's somewhat what I expected. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that college would have its fair shares of like moments to grind, moments to dial in, dial back into and a lot of it's degeneracy. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of degeneracy happens in college. I already knew that to begin with. That's why I kind of don't like college to be. College was a very unexpected path for me. Personally, I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to go to trade school, but I guess the wrestling and knowing that you did MMA and that coaches coaches MMA as well, coaches MMA. That alone brought me into it. I don't know. That was just I knew I can get a lot from that, and I never devalued the lessons. That's like the emphasis of the values I've gotten in college is worth the money spent. I feel because I get to learn this quicker, and I get to do whatever I truly like. I need to do in my life. I feel like it's a great skill set to have, like through like all the shit that you go through in college, the emotional maturity, the people tolerance, shit like that. It's all important. Uh, that was my expectation, but the reality of it was that it was just a lot more than what I could handle at the time, and it was just hard as fuck. And the weight cutting did not make it easier. It did not make anything easier. It made everything hard as fuck, bro. And he's just fucking tortured. Dude, it was horrible. Horrible, bro. I cannot think straight at all throughout any of the months of college, bro. It felt like I was just on constant pressure or thin ice with like my diet at times. I don't know. Like I was just super concerned with just cutting weight, and then that just fucked up a lot of my grades, and it was just hard for me to even like do most things. I don't know. I got in my head a lot during the during college, but fuck, I expected to grow from it, and my reality came from that too. I grew from everything.
Mm.
So I don't know. I fucked with college in a way, even though it was unexpected. But I like it. Which orientation did you come from? Like which orientation did you go on? Because I didn't see you the one in August.
I went. Yeah, you did. What are you talking about?
Did I?
Yeah, remember?
In August?
Yeah, because
Only.
we was trying to find the bookstore at first.
Oh, word. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh
Remember?
my god. Yo.
Yeah, I forgot
Yo.
that too for a moment till you asked that. I low-key forgot that.
That's like a cutscene just happened in my head, bro. Flashback, bro. That's crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember the conversation low key too.
Cause
I
we
told you
were,
I grew up in Third Ave in Cortland.
yeah. Cause I was asking you like how you liking it and what I expected you to. And because we was lost trying to find the bookstore.
Yeah, it was lost as fuck.
But now looking back at it, I don't know how we can get lost on that small ass campus.
I mean, everything is kind of a little complicated. I'm not gonna lie.
It is at first,
I don't know.
but like I feel like once you get like just the generals of it, it's pretty like. Because we was lost. I forgot where we was lost. We was lost like by the fountain area. Remember? Like no, we was trying to get to the fountain area, but we was like across the street from the wrestling room. By the pond.
It's weird because in my head it feels like the map changed. Like
Yeah, it did, right?
yeah.
I
Like
was thinking that
like
too.
orientation did not feel like the
Nah,
first day on campus or
it
like
didn't.
the rest of the days on campus.
Yo, we gotta talk about Harris though. Like Harris and Eldridge, those were like, cause like
This
the campus be a little too like chaotic at times, a little too wild. So you always need like that chill spot to go to, you know, just chill with the
just chill.
boys. Yo, oh, like Harris,
Relax.
got beautiful, beautiful view. You got Eldridge, the beautiful view of the pond. You can walk around the pond, sit at the pond. It's just like that nature, like feeling, and like that's what it reminds me so much of back home because like that's how it is back home. It's just nature around me all the time.
That's what hooked me like initially with nature and shit was Eldridge and Harris, mostly Harris at the time. Eldridge grew on me a lot. Throughout the course of college, it's just a small like humble area. Doing a 3 mile run, it's perfect for a fucking 3 mile run, bro.
Mm.
A lap's a mile, like it's beautiful. It's Eldridge is a beautiful place to me. Like you can do so much at Eldridge. Chill. You can go for a run, go jog, do whatever. There's a nice little hilltop over there. You can just see the whole park. The skate park's there, so it has a pretty decent skate park. I'm not gonna lie. But Harris, looking over Elmira like that felt so foreign to me. Like I could only recall one time before that, like looking over a large land, and I was in Maryland. I was in like Mount Sugarloaf. There's this like big ass mountain, and I climbed it, and yeah, it was just beautiful top, bro. It was just if you if you go up there with Joyce or something, you guys will have a fucking beautiful time over there, bro. It's a beautiful sight. Like it's a great sight, bro. It's like a very romantic sight too. I'm not gonna lie. It's such a beautiful sight. It's so good, and the colors hit so like warmly. I don't know how to really explain it, bro. Like you get a really orangey sky. Like so many different colors, bro. Like it's genuinely beautiful. It looks like like a like an artist just stroked something onto the canvas, bro. Like, emphasis on stroke. It's so good, bro.
No, I know what you mean though. Like the you talking about like the sunsets and the sunrises, like the sky. Yeah, dude,
It's
like
so orange.
that. Low key, looking back at it, you couldn't really see because I felt like it's so like we were like right in the middle of Elmira and it was so flat. You couldn't really see the sunsets and sunrises like that. Unless we went to those spots, like Harris, Eldridge. Like back home, we have like back home where I'm from, like right now, we have fire sunrises and sunsets all the time.
Yeah, that's so true too. Like going over to where you grew up in fucking Hornell and then Danville and what was Stony Brook, the park.
Yeah.
Oh man, all that was fucking beautiful, bro. All that was crazy. Like every time I step foot there, it feels like I like the world's getting like it's bigger than what I seem. It's a constant reminder that the world's always bigger than what it seems. Like there's always something out there, and there's always something to appreciate. Like it's a reminder for me that life's beautiful, bro, and like you could just take it slow. Take it slow and do what you need to do. Like your time will come. Like it's like looking at trees, like knowing how old they are, like not knowing how old they are, pardon. Like they all have a rich history. Like everything in nature has a rich history of its own, and everything has a story to tell. I love nature so much, bro. Like this city shit. Like as much as I love everything here too, like the food be fucking gas. The everything around here that's just like it's pleasures. I love equally just as much as nature, but fuck, bro. If I had to live somewhere for the rest of my life, bro, it'd be somewhere deep in nature. I can't do the city shit for too long.
Yeah, it's fun, but not for too long. Like when the times like, it's crazy how you feel like towards like where I'm from in the nature. How you felt like everything was so much bigger, and the world felt so much bigger. It's kind of how I felt when I went to the city. Like just seeing all like the the culture, being around that. It's like honestly, it's like really like everybody's just doing their own thing in the city. You know, that everyone's really got their own thing going on. They don't really care. Like, just chilling. And like the one thing that I really like eye opened me was in the city was the subway train, bro. The subway trains were crazy.
Subway trains.
Like the fact that they had so like that shit underground, bro, like man made, like crazy. Like that's when I felt like the world was so much bigger, low key. Like seeing it like that, I was like, damn.
Imagine a lot of other shit that's in the ground, bro.
Dude, right? That's what I was thinking. That's what I thought right away.
Dude, oh my goodness, there's just one mall underground that I have to take you.
In the city?
Yeah, it's like a plaza.
Is it like an actual mall or is it like abandoned?
Nah, it's like an actual mall. It's golden, like it's gold everywhere almost. Like it's really shiny. I got in high school, right? I think my it might have been my junior year. It's either my junior year or my senior year. No, my junior year. So on my junior year, right? I got really smart. I have. I'll just say it up front, right? I had 2 joints, and I was gonna see this girl. So we smoked at like this like park, and then we were trying to go like our separate ways, like go home. I don't know where the fuck I went. I was smacked as hell, and I went on some on a shuttle ship or whatever. I paid like $11 for it, I think, and then I went to I think Manhattan. I think that's where it's at. I don't know the name of the mall or like the plaza specifically, but I know it's connected by 2 trains or like a few trains. And I get over there, and I realize, fuck, I overshot. I completely missed my borough. So I do that, and I go try to take the train back, but I'm smacked as fuck still, right? And I get by. I don't even think I bought a ticket. I think I went by with the old ticket. So I just gave him my old ticket. So I went there for free. I don't think he noticed, cause he seen I was smacked as shit. He's just like, just give me a ticket, bro. I don't know. He looked fed up, but everyone there could notice I was fucking smacked too. I was just like, damn. I felt stupid. And then I went all the way. I went all the way deep into like fucking. I would say Rochester, but New Rochelle. I overshot my home again, bro, and it took me 4 hours to get back home.
Damn.
I don't even know what the point of this fucking story was, but like I was just smacked as fuck. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just the chaotic stories of the subways.
Oh yeah, word. Nah, yeah, that's yeah.
Like,
You can lose yourself easy, bro.
That one
You don't
dude,
know it.
that one dude you set in the wrong direction on the bike.
Oh yeah.
Bro, he's probably
That was
still
my fault, bro.
he's probably still looking for it.
Yo. No, wait. We have to tell this story. So we were on the train, right? And we were in the subway, and then we had to catch the L train in the in Times Square. So we were coming from like the right side of it, and I thought that it was a whole ass different train, and not the L train. So it's really just like this like small like little bridge shit for like stairs for people, and then on the other side of the staircase on like the far side, where I'm trying to go down to catch the L train, he's asking me where the L train's at, and I said, "Yo, try that way, try the long way." The train just came and he has a bike. So he had, it definitely took him time to get that shit up. So it'll take him time to get that shit down. I made him miss his whole ass train, and he was Filipino, so he didn't understand me for the most part, and I could understand him. It was kind of hard to communicate, bro.
Yeah,
I just thought, L train that way. Fucking L train came.
Looking back at it, bro, no way he was fitting on that subway with that bike.
They be finessing, bro. They just squeeze their ways, and they're squeeze bends with the bikes.
That shit do be tight, I'm not gonna lie.
Tight as fuck. Tight as shit, bro. Too many people in there.
You know, kind of going back towards the college segment. How did you feel like when you first got to college and shit? How did you feel like having that bit of like independence? You know what I mean?
I feel like I always had that feeling. Yeah. And so it was just always hard to know what to do with the fuck with my independence. So I just kind of just leaned towards the wrestling. I was just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Like I can find myself more here. I'm independent more so with it. But that's what makes it like easy to get lost at times. So just overly independent. How about you? How's that adjustment? I know you really like fucked with it, and you did really well too. Like you fucking always took care of your space.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Like the dorm rooms, they just haven't. It felt like an apartment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you felt like you just had your own like shit. You did. Like it was like they're low key pretty nice, especially like Meyer, bro. Like I'm gonna get in that eventually. Meyer is literally a castle, bro. Like a castle. But like if you really just like set it up nice, vibe it out, like it's like having your own apartment. You don't gotta worry about people like nagging at you, telling you to do this, that. You know what I mean? In your ears all the time, respectfully. But it's like just kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And like I felt like in the end I did pretty good. I mean, like my grades was better than they've ever been, even like compared to high school. So I felt like having that a bit of independence low-key just helped me. I felt like in the long run. I liked it. Low-key missing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been missing that at times. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've grown used to like not doing much on my day now, so that's why I'm starting to work construction again. Just to get some bread and do something I'm used to. Just getting the flow of things. That's what I miss about college. Like getting in the flow of shit, kind of almost forcefully.
Yeah. 100%. Between like.
But back to. Wait, what did you say?
Yeah, like you have to be more focused and locked in, just between, especially like from what we do, like with wrestling, and just schooling itself.
Yeah, and on wrestling actually. When was your first practice? Because did we have our first practice together?
Yeah, remember when the day like when we first got there, like one of the first weeks we got there, when we had to go to those freshman orientations and stuff, and we just left.
Right, yeah, right.
Went wrestling. But now next year, looking back at next year, we won't have to do that because we'll be sophomores, so we can just go and wrestle and they can fuck off. What about shit? Yeah, first match.
I fucked with my first match a lot, actually. I guess the Alfred guy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was Alfred. Yeah.
That was a really good like. I wanted my first match, no matter how it went, to set the tone for the rest of my season. I wanted to see where how I would be my first match in college. and I fucked with it so much, despite just keep like shooting the same shot over and over most times, like I just kept going at it, and I don't know, I I fucked with it a lot. It was a tournament, wasn't it? Our first match was a tournament.
Yeah, Ithaca
Yeah,
Invitational.
it was a fucking tournament.
Ithaca was like one of the hardest tournaments of the season.
Yeah, like it was a great like. It was a great way to set the tone because if it's one of the hardest tournaments, bro.
First
Like,
tournament.
I don't know. Yeah, first tournament and one of the hardest ones. Like it should set the tone on how hard you should be going.
Literally setting the pace for the season.
Yeah, exactly. It's great, bro. I love it. I love this so fucking much. I can't.
I'm looking forward to it next year.
Next one's yeah. How you won your first match, right?
Just I wrestled a 157 against a Castleton kid. Which is Castleton's a really good D3 wrestling program. And the kid I wrestled, he was from Hawaii. He went to Fargo. People, although like high school shit don't matter, but Fargo's pretty big. But and it was a pin. Second period. Cause I remember honestly just going out there like thinking, the only thing I want to do is show that I belong. You know what I mean? Like I'm here and I'm here for a reason, and I just have to show that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it was against like a good school like that too, like wrestling or like a prestigious program like that against a good kid. I fucked with it.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy to watch. I'm not gonna lie. It was sick. And seeing everyone else too, like do their own thing. I think Kevin won his match too.
Yeah, he wrestled at 174 too.
Which is crazy.
He got his debut win against the Oswego kid, which Oswego's another good wrestling program.
I think that was. Did Brian compete that? Brian competed.
I don't think he did. I think he hurt his like ribs or something.
All right.
I don't remember. No, Hollis competed. I remember who he wrestled though for sure. There were good schools here though. Like there was a school from North Carolina. There's like Alfred was there. Castleton was there. Oswego was there. You had Ithaca, of course. You know, Ithaca Invitational. There's who was that? Johnson Wales.
Johnson was
Yeah, which is really a program.
Johnson was
like their freshman beat Isaiah Torres, who was an All-American the previous year.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like there's levels to this shit, bro. This shit was crazy. But
Johnson was a crazy fucking program.
Yeah, I remember you talking to me about them too after. I've heard about
I was originally gonna go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Culinary,
For the
right?
cooking program and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. That's in Rhode Island?
Yeah, Rhode Island.
So random. Fucking Rhode Island.
Okay. Well, one of our friends was putting me onto it though. She didn't do culinary in the school. At least, I don't believe so. She did it in high school. But she didn't pursue it in college. She ended up pursuing I believe some sort of computer science. I believe it's coding or some shit. I can't remember too well right now, but her friend also who went to high school with her also did culinary in Johnson Wales. But I ended up not going because I was hearing about the expenses
Mm.
on the culinary program and how much it adds up to the tuition and all. And to her friend, she was doing pretty well in classes and in the program. Like she was doing really good. She wasn't getting, I think, certain scholarships like applied to her scholarship or something, like trying to make trying to make her tuition cheaper. I don't know. It was kind of like fucking her over. So that kind of deterred me from that. I was just like, nah, like I'm not. I don't want to fight a system that's just gonna fuck me over.
I feel like that's where college fucks everyone over is like the financials. Like, especially like Elmira, Elmira's a private institution. It's not no SUNY. But at the same time I do see it like when I go there. Like I've been to SUNYs. I've been to Elmira, and I know like I don't know. I felt like this past year I definitely felt like I got I don't know, a sense like bouginess to where like if I was to go to SUNY, it would definitely be like a culture shock, and I don't know if I would really excel the way I would at Elmira. Like I excel really good at Elmira compared to like I feel like if I was in a SUNY classroom. I feel like there's a big difference between like SUNY professors and a private professor.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you look at Elmira, most of the professors are doctors. You know what I mean? They have a doctorate degree and a professor degree.
Yeah.
You can see where, like, in the end, where the money is definitely well placed. And I do like how our college offers, like, when you do graduate, like, they'll help you with internships and getting jobs and shit like that. To where, like, most colleges, once you graduate and you get that diploma, you're just another number at that point. But going back on the wrestling topic, how do you feel with the practices and like the conditioning? Was it shock you? Were you ready for it?
I was mentally prepared for how tough it was going to be, or I was preparing for something even tougher. I'm not gonna lie. Like every time like it got tough, I would prepare for something even tougher. That's just kind of how I work. So I'm not always behind on the conditioning. But I honestly enjoyed it at times. But there was certain conditioning I guess aspects that weren't always beneficial. But I could see it from coach's perspective that at times like we weren't going too hard or some shit or conditioning certain ways because like of injuries. But then that kind of circles back to how I view conditioning, because I think you should condition your best when you're already at the weight you're at.
Like you felt like
and not cutting down.
The injuries came from like the condition.
The injuries came from cutting weight.
Yeah, that's what I felt
for
like.
sure. But I don't know.
Same.
We did what we could. I would say. There could definitely make some tweaks. I would say the assault bike is really great to use. I think that should be a staple in the conditioning.
Yeah, it sucks that there's only freaking one of them though. I mean, there's two, but like the other ones are broken.
Yeah,
we got more. Also, I feel like we just gotta run more too. We were only running like in preseason. Once season hit, we did not run.
True. Yeah.
Like I don't know, low key. I know last year, I know last year, like Franchi mentioned something about if we wanted to keep NYS or cut it. And honestly, if he offers us again this year, I say we should cut it, bro. I think we could probably get a better another workout in with Franchi doing something else and going to NYS. Like NYSF was nice, but I felt like when you went there, you were on a time crunch and you had to cram in your workout. And at that point, I didn't really feel like I was getting anything out of my workout.
Mm.
I don't know if you felt like that.
No, yeah, I could share that same sentiment because I don't like getting rushed to my workouts. I don't like sharing space like that with other teams either.
No.
Because it's a whole vibe.
Get out my space.
Yeah. Get out of space. It's my shit. But I don't know. I just don't like fucking sharing the space. And like, if we had time and it was like coordinated better.
I like the trainers. Like the trainers were good trainers. You could definitely tell they knew what they're doing. Just wish I had more time, less people.
Yeah, that's it. It's probably scheduled for like I don't know. Let's say like we have an easy day of like practice or some shit, and then you do really hard conditioning or just like really hard both fucking days. I don't know, and you emphasize the conditioning on that day.
Yeah.
How's your learning experience though, and like kind of learning from the team?
Honestly, overall, like it was pretty good. Like I definitely grew like a lot as a wrestler from when I first stepped in. Like a lot. Like even with like my injury I was dealing with, I knew if I didn't have that injury, it'd be so much different too. But like even with that injury and what I was able to do and capable to do, like you could show like where the collegiate level of like practicing and conditioning really came into play in the fact of like my wrestling on the mat. Like when I came to perform and compete, it definitely showed. Like I think the one thing that I really improved on the most this season was top control and like turning people, riding them out. Cause like dude, like I didn't even realize that like until I really got to college of how much like ride time is and how much like having like if you're tied up with someone 3-3, whoever has more like a higher control time, they're gonna get the win. You know, they're gonna get their hand raised, and that's big at the end of the day. And like taking in from like someone like Franchi, like someone who's like so well knowledge of the sport, not even just wrestling but MMA itself, like combat sports itself, like how well knowledge he really is. Like I've definitely taken in a lot, both mentally and like just physically, like from what I do like when I perform. How about you though? How'd you feel about learning all from the team and the coaches?
Coach rubbed off on me a lot when it came down to like I don't know his mentality, being potent with it. It was I don't know. It felt like a I don't know. I would say the way he approaches fights or like approaches things mentally is kind of like a snake bite. You're in and you're out. Like you just do your business. You go try to finish the job. Is what I'm trying to say. And I come from a blue collar background too. I fucking love it. Just go in and do what you're supposed to do, mate. Doing what you're supposed to do, mate. Fucking Alexander Volkanovski, blue collar ass nigga.
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse too. But yeah, I don't know. I love the direct nature of it. It's just nice, bro. It feels like a fucking you're like wielding a sword mentally. From the upperclassmen, I really like how I'm not gonna lie, I did like how Hollis would run practices at times, just because he was like on that discipline shit. You could tell like at times he was at that discipline shit. And towards the end, it showed where his discipline got him. He just looked really good at the end, and then like at the end of the season, and just taking like little minor notes from him, like not just the discipline, but being a man of your word, um, shit like that, bro. And at, it just pushed me to get to do better too. Like I didn't want to be the only one slacking or be the one known to not go after it or whatever. Like if he's doing it, you're doing it, everyone's doing it. Why not the fuck do it? Yeah, like not have that weird narrative around you where you don't want to do shit like some people. Like so bad. But balancing pressure and performance. So
between classes,
you're no stranger to performances.
from like competing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even like I feel like it's more than just on the outside too. It's both like class and sport itself. Like I feel like definitely like term one. That's where I feel like it was kicking my ass a little bit. Not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Because like kind of like how you were mentioning before, like trying to managing like cutting weight, performing well at practices also while performing well in the classroom was a challenge. It was 100% pressure. It really was. Like I wish I think the main thing that really fucked us up with the whole weight cut and shit was the time the certification fell on and when it was. It was so like close to season to where like everyone was not on weight and everyone was cutting the whole season.
Yeah.
So like when you're cutting the whole season, for when you cut weight, you become dehydrated, and when you become dehydrated, it takes fluid from the brain. So just think about that, trying to manage thinking and college work while you have less fluid in your brain.
Yeah, it's just a fucking shit. I'm telling you right now, that shit really makes you feel like you're losing your fucking mind, bro. When you want to think about something or you have a fucking answer at the tip of your tongue, your head just goes blank, bro. It just sucks. It makes you look like a fucking idiot, bro. It makes you look like a fucking dumbass, bro. You just can't get shit out of your fucking mouth. Just sucks.
That's why there's so much.
Mike's right with that.
That's why there's a small percentage of college wrestlers. Real shit. Shit's ass, bro. Like they're like at the end of the day, looking at this sport, I love this sport, but the main reason I'm doing this sport is because 100% like I love it. Like I just said, and for MMA in the long run because I know wrestling dominates MMA fights, and that's just a fact. You look at all the UFC champions, most of the UFC champions are wrestlers, and like in the end, it's wrestling so much. In the end, wrestling is so much bigger than wrestling itself. It teaches character. Like someone who's wrestled in their life, like Dan Gable said, once you've wrestled, everything becomes a little easier, and I feel like that's such a fact. Like you look at everything from a different like perspective and a different view, and you're just a little more thankful for certain things and different moments. But like, you know, going back towards like wrestling itself, like how many people really do this is not many, because like in the end there is no glory in this. Like at the highest of levels you can really go to is Olympic, and that's such a small percentage because like most D1 wrestlers can't even make Olympic. That's how hard it is, because like Olympic is everyone in the world. There's no NFL of wrestling. There's no MLB of wrestling. There's just college wrestling and Olympics. That's the next leap, and that's such a stretch, such a far stretch, to where like the only like shout out to Hunter, you know, my roommate, the turn one. Like there's only a couple routes you can really take in this sport, and I feel like that's pro wrestling, which is what Hunter has chosen. There's jiu-jitsu, and then there's MMA. Like, besides those three, I mean, it's so hard to really just fall back on wrestling itself. So, like,
wrestling feels a lot more like a life lesson.
It really is. It really is.
Rather than just a sport.
That's why it's like it teaches so much more than just wrestling in the end.
No, I've been getting really big into like Japanese philosophy and shit, like Miyamoto Musashi.
Cobra Kai?
Shit like that. But wrestling, bro, wrestling really brings out the true warrior in you, bro. The true
dog.
Your true spirit. Your true dog, bro. What's John Silver do? What's John Silver do?
That's what wrestling does.
That's what wrestling does. It really refines your
inner bitch.
Person. Your inner bitch, yeah. Honestly, that whole voice goes away. I'm not gonna lie, that whole thing goes away. It's when you keep doing it for a while, bro, and you, I don't know, you just keep beating yourself up, I guess. You have to keep digging deep there, like, that bitch goes away, bro. You live such a better life, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, oh man. You give yourself little to no excuses, bro, and you actually kind of like get sick of excuses, even if it's from yourself. It's like, why am I making shit up? Like, this shit sucks. Life gets easier. Yeah. A little better, funner.
You know, let's talk about classroom to the mat. Let's talk a little more on like that topic of having that student athlete balance. How do you feel like with practices, cutting weight, homework, classes? Like, that's 4 things. Like, good dieting. Make sure you getting like in the extra workouts, because you always gotta get in extra workouts. You gotta get in the list. How do you feel about like balancing all that and like time management?
That shit was killing me. That shit was killing me, bro. That shit was digging in me bad. That shit was digging in me, bro. That shit was ass. I cannot emphasize how much I cannot think often during that whole, like, throughout the whole period, because how much I was cutting weight. I came originally from like 155 or like 160, around there. And then by the time I had my injury, it was at 130, 137. So almost like 30 pounds cut. I felt everything. I felt everything slip the fuck out of my body. I felt the fat come out of my body. I felt the skinniest I've ever fucking been. I felt my organs at times like ask for some water, bro. I swear I've had a conversation with my own intestine. It was like, and you know what that shit said? That shit, I want fucking water, bro. I want food, man. At times I had to man up and not be a bitch. And I was like, you know what, man, you're gonna eat tomorrow, bro. Shit sucked, bro. And I like imagine trying to do work on that, like trying to do homework, like you're there on your computer or just like trying to write something down, and all of a sudden you get like a ding in your head, and it's like, I'm hungry as fuck. Like, damn, I'm thirsty, bro. I'm tired as fuck. I take me rest. Like, all this is piling on you, and then you don't have the energy to even like try to like really deal with it like that anymore, just because you're so drained. And it's like, bro,
trying to fight the munchies while having the munchies is crazy.
Yeah. It helped, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It helped to not go crazy. As much as that sounds like it would drive someone crazy, it drove me crazier not to, be calmed down in a way. Cause oh man, it felt too. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. It felt inhumane. It felt inhumane as fuck. Because if it didn't feel like I was I could enjoy every part of myself. Like, it didn't feel like I could enjoy the glory of, hey, I'm 145 now.
I
I'm
look good,
141.
you know what I mean?
I look good, and then I'm still cutting the fuck down, and it's like, oh shit, I'm like 139 and shit, but I don't feel that good. Like, I type need water. It's like, fuck, I can't enjoy it, bro. I can't. I didn't at the time. I mean, as much as I like looking at myself at the time, and like even liked how hard I was going, I knew at the end it just wasn't too beneficial because it felt like it was killing me. It felt like it was doing something to me. Like, as much as I was building myself up, it felt like there was something at the base, like when when you like build something, you need a foundation. You need something sturdy. It felt like one of the pillars was coming down the whole time. It felt like I had 3 good legs, but one of them was a little weak. So the more weight added onto that, it felt like it was gonna fucking crumble at some point. Despite all the beautiful the whole beautiful ass architect that I just made, it felt like all that shit was gonna crumble down. That's exactly what fucking felt like it happened. That shit was so bad, and my fucking grades started suffering so ass. And then I had to talk to my professor so many times. And then my car got broken into.
Oh my god, bro. Yo, you gotta tell the story about that.
Alright, so look, so I'm coming back home from Thanksgiving, from Christmas break, right? I just got my P5. I have my whole PC in the back, right? In the back of my car. My windows are tinted.
PC monitor.
PC and monitor. Not the cables, thankfully. That's not. I'd rather them take the cables though, but fuck.
Bro said thankfully.
At least I can reuse them. But I had this shit in the back of my car, right? I'm in the car's parking lot. I go to where the bushes are at. My car is parked on some bushes and some sticks. Now these bushes are tight fucking hard. The sticks are hard as fuck. So it would be a pain in the ass to be behind my car when it's right there touching some bushes. It'd be a pain in the ass to do all that. So I leave the PC in there because I get to college late, right? Late night. I'm tired as fuck. I just drove like 6 hours because of like traffic and shit. And I'm not gonna like I just was being a pain in the ass too. Like eating Frank ice, fucking stopping everyone, closing fucking highways and shit. That was fucking annoying. I was annoying as fuck. But anyway, I was already like trying to like get some rest. So I leave the PC in there because it's the heaviest shit that's there, even though it's the most valuable, right? Now my windows are tinted. I'll bring this up because the back of the fucking car, the back window gets smashed. So someone definitely had to have been looking at me when I was deloading all the shit into the dorms.
You did get there at like
spying on me.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Someone was definitely looking.
Some hooligan was watching.
Yeah.
Guess 2 hooligans though. They said they seen 2 people on the cameras.
Yeah, and like apparently they had a piece on them. Which I don't even know how accurate that is because I honestly don't think you can look that good in the cameras.
Straight Elmira, bro. Like, shit's
right. That's just with how long it took to get the footage too.
Yeah, not gonna lie, bro. Like, dude, Elmira campus security is a joke, bro. Like, respectfully, if anyone wants to hit a lick on Elmira, bro, anyone can hit a lick on Elmira, bro. Like,
yeah,
and they're not gonna do shit. Like, actually, there's like one nigga on duty at night. One, and they circle the parking lot like 3 times a night. They'll do it at midnight. do it at 3 o'clock, then do it at 6 o'clock. If we know your routines, I'm pretty sure everyone else knows your routine. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, y'all
At
niggas
least use like a fucking AI generator to be like, yo, what time should I fucking go tonight? And fucking scavenge around. Please do that, bro.
And they don't even have cameras in the parking lot. The closest camera they had was on the dorm rooms. All the way across the parking lot.
I'm not gonna lie, there's been so many times where there's genuinely someone who looks sketchy as fuck in the college. Like, I can list them probably like a little more than 10 times.
I've seen
weird people.
I've seen shit too. Like, I genuinely think there's like a couple of there's like one dude who I'm pretty sure would like stay there with this one chick who like didn't even go to school there and like shower and shit, use the bathroom, and just leave in the morning for like work or something. Like, just to leave. I don't know, bro. It was weird, some weird shit.
Yeah. I know. Right? That kind of looks like that.
Right?
Yeah. Like, I've never seen him
like,
around.
It feels like some shit up apartment.
Yeah, like, he has a whole fucking suit and tie and shit.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm talking about. That always gets, like, dressed up.
He has glasses and shit, right?
Yeah.
I knew that was fucking time.
Bro does not go on mine.
That does not go here, bro. Like, I've never seen him anywhere, bro. Except for
in the bathroom.
I've never seen him in the bathroom. Does he go in the bathroom?
I always see him in the bathroom, like, brushing his teeth before he leaves in the morning. You know what I mean?
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Nigga don't just carry a toothbrush on him.
Damn.
Yeah, Amara,
fix up your security, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
This is not even until you've been dissed the comp. I mean, this is full diss, but like, but still, like, take something from this. Implement a security thing better, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've seen a lot of weirdos, bro. Just straight weirdos outside, bro. Like, recently. There be some huh?
What, you talking about the Bronx or Amara?
Oh, like the Bronx.
The Bronx? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
what's in Amara?
Dude, like, the niggas that just be, like, driving on the bikes through campus and shit, or just, like,
walking
through campus.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
Yeah, bro. Like, this is one little ass kid that was like, suck my dick, pussy.
Yeah, bro.
Or some shit. You know? Like, little ass kid thinking he tough. Imagine he grows up, right? And he circles back to Amara, and then he has the full grudge to start loading up a clip. Who's that on? Him and the college. Because, oh my fucking god, you need to upgrade that fucking security. Someone can deadass just load up a clip and just empty it out.
I feel like, dude, low key, like the campus security is not even really on campus.
Yeah, it's not. It's like the street across from there.
Like, it's not by any dorm rooms or anything.
There's not even like a police. Like, this is not even. You're in police. Why are you on the other side of the street? If something goes down, you have to be there. If something goes down, you have such a small window to like really be there. You're across the fucking street. You're not there for shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm sorry, but look, like that's just how it is realistically, right? Because I come from a place where, like, bro, everyone's catching fades. Everyone is catching fades. People are just weird, bro. People are just fucking, like, they just have madness in them. They're just crazy people. Someone could just be like that, like, there's someone out in the city of Elmira, bro. Some crazy ass dude, like, who really doesn't give a fuck about his life no more. He just want to take someone else's life.
Not even the dudes, but like the fucking, like, I feel like sometimes even the students, bro.
Yeah, even the students, dude. Like they're, yeah.
Like, think about it. You got these freshmen niggas that, like, sometimes some of them are coming across from, like, coming across the country, bro. That nigga could be like in his fucking dorm room tweaking, like going through it. Y'all niggas not checking up on it. And next thing you know, like, bro, we got a menace to society, bro.
That word. He could dash be doing a whole other substance that everyone is seeing, but nobody picks up on. It's fucked up. And then I start doing karate kicks.
Piggybacking off though, like what you were talking about with time management. The one thing I could take away from like time management at college, and I feel like there's no, dude. There's like niggas be up to like 3 o'clock, bro. Like niggas don't sleep. Niggas, like,
that's me, bro.
like people don't sleep in college. It's low-key, like my bedtime in college was like a midnight. It was like 12 o'clock. That's when I was going to bed, and that was like routine. But at the same time, that was like the only time I could like fit everything within my day. Cause the gym closed at, bro. I came back home now, like going to the Y, and I didn't realize that the Y closes at 9, which is like low-key kind of early, and like back the school at Elmira, the gym at Elmira closed at like 11:30. But if you got in there, you can go, you stay in there as long as you want. So it was like valid.
Yeah.
And I low-key like hitting the gym
miss
late.
that.
Yeah, I do too. Like late gym sessions, it's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Hit up Max, right after.
Fucking goated, bro. I miss it. I miss it so much, bro. I really do. I'm really starting to miss it. I can't have that in LA Fitness, bro. There'd be too much ego, too many weird,
Too many heads.
weird ass niggas on there. Yeah, too many heads, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Weird.
And low key, that's one thing I can say about like Elmira, like, cause it's low key, like there's like 600 plus kids or something at that campus. It's genuinely like a high school, bro. Like it's a small community. Everyone knows everyone damn near, and it's like vibes, low key.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
What's your advice for like any incoming freshmen?
Shit. Like get a group, of solid friends, solid ass friends. You be chilling. Like long as you not bored. Like wherever you get it, like group of solid ass friends, get a girl, something. And maybe not a girl because like not gonna lie, like the whole freshman like relationships at times does not work out. So like don't just like you can like entertain, but like I would not get in like anything serious your freshman year. Not gonna lie.
That's one good advice for like freshmen looking for love. It's probably not gonna happen your freshman year.
Yeah, you gotta find that shit in high school. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Like you either need a high school sweetheart or someone who's for real like into you, like Coach Biggie D.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He got married from his college girl.
That's a prime example.
Yeah. So it's definitely possible to like find love at college, but I wouldn't say do that shit your first year. Like don't make that as a priority.
No.
Sure. Like you'll lose a lot of time.
Especially if you're going with a sport, like focus on that sport and academics.
Yeah, for sure. Like your time for love will come. Just don't try to rush it and just like keep sharpening your own knife. You know, like be ready for life. Because it'll throw some curveballs the good way or bad way. So just keep yourself up. That's my advice. Keep working on yourself, and find your click.
Yeah.
Just try to balance that energy constantly. Like try not to have too many dips in your energy. And that's why it's also good to have clicks. because I mean, you, me, Kevin, like Brian, whenever we would all hit a lift and a nigga was tired, like sometimes I was tired as fuck. Yeah, I was just hitting it hard, and I was just what, bro, I hit it hard too. Keep that energy going.
I hit
It's
a lot of
important.
PRs in college because of that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Dude, it was genuinely good ass time, and we were working on ourselves, and good things came to us. Like that's a prime example of what I'm trying to say. So you're you'll be good. You'll be chilling.
How'd you feel? What's like a professor of yours that like really stood out, like good and bad? You don't gotta say names if you don't want
to. All right.
You say like the subject.
I will.
Or whatever.
I will say his name though.
Oh shit.
Right, cause he's really good. He's really good.
Oh, good teacher. Yeah.
Yeah. Christopher Terry. Really good dude. Solid man. He's a doctor himself. He's a professor for psychology. And he's an advisor. He's a really good dude, man. Like he'll try to get he'll try to fill in as many possibilities for you as possible. He's like he'll always be there for you. He genuinely wants to see you succeed. He genuinely wants to see you succeed, and kind of wants to know you a bit. Like for real. I guess maybe that's just the psychologist in him. Like he's a lot more down to earth than like a doctor would be. Like I don't know. He just approaches things really well. I would say if you get him as an advisor or teacher, if you're going to admire, one of the best guys to have right there in the corner. Worst? I don't know.
Right? Low key, like that's good professors. Like I can't even think of
really
I can't think of a really bad teacher out mine. I generally can't. Now some of the niggas in that CC room, that CC room, he be doing those dishes, bro. They got attitude, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, dude. Like you give him a dish to look down, like more. Like, nigga, what do you expect? Nigga hungry. Yeah.
Nah, worse. So yeah.
But the teacher,
I always say I have like a good day or a good night.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Just like I don't know.
Same. I try to, but like they ain't be having
it. This is gonna be dicks, bro.
They are. But a good teacher of mine that I have two good teachers that really stood out for me. One was Dr. Wolf. Like she was the one who kind of told like during the season that like I was kind of going through it mentally, and checked up on me, even checked up on me and Joyce, my girlfriend, and knew I was dealing with like an injury, and knew that definitely played a role, and like just having her like being able to like reach out like that and also be able to see that without me saying anything, like just definitely like stood out and like I was appreciated for. And another professor was Dr. Wheeler, who helped me and Milton with some community service because her sons are wrestlers out of the PA area too, Pennsylvania. So which was really nice going over there to work with some for community service. We were able to work and practice with some youth Pennsylvania wrestlers, and that was really nice, honestly. I really like doing that, working with the kids.
Yeah, they're all good people, and the kids be funny.
Yeah, the kids do.
The kids. Yeah, but you can tell some of them will be really really talented when they grow up, bro. To keep doing it.
They're so young. Like if they stick with it, shit.
Bro.
Watch out.
Word. You can first see them like in the future. You can see it. Like there's this one kid in the hoodie who had like some pretty good form. I'm not gonna lie. For what he's picking up and the way he was able to shoot. He's like a, more like a tall guy.
I forgot his name. Was it Brock?
It might have been.
Something like that. I forgot.
I thought it was like a Max or something.
Might have been. I have no idea. I'm so bad with names, bro. Like, I was trying to learn. In the moment, I knew their names, but I knew how to lose it. Some of them I know.
The only one I know is Garrett.
Yeah, because Garrett was goofing around.
He's like, I don't want to fucking wrestle.
Nah.
He's like, I don't want to be here, bro. Straight up.
I could relate. When I was younger, like I just had a crazy love-hate relationship with wrestling. You have throughout the year any like funny or stressful academic or even like sports, like wrestling wise stories?
I would say,
or even just like us like vibing like together.
Oh yeah,
like, think of like a
every time that we vibe together.
Facts, bro. Well, it's one that stood out.
Oh man, it's fucking hard. I was gonna say Baja Blast. It's because the gas station, bro. We were just like, we're all there's you, me, Kevin, and Brian. We're all just chilling the whole day. But alright. I would say one of the best days though would be when you and me would spar. And like anytime you and me would just like grapple, that shit was always fun, bro. That shit was always fun. Funny moments, like there's never been a dull moment. Like every moment we've had was always something to do, bro. Always something to laugh about.
Yo,
funny ass dudes.
Yeah, remember that one. I gotta think about how phrases. Remember that one nigga we chased after, or like scared him at night.
Yeah, bro. That's one of the best moments I've had, bro.
Bro was scared for like late at night. Me and Milton like we was outside the dorms. This random person, like we don't even know who he was. Like we started
start fucking dipping it to him, bro.
We started chasing him, and then like we knew that he was like a freshman because we've seen him in our dorms before. He looked familiar. Like you can't really miss him, and he dropped all his food, bro. It was tight. He tried blaming it on us. Like we was just running though, trying to get a late night running.
You're worried, like we had our hoodies up and shit, but like it was cold.
Facts.
But when it comes down to like stressful moments, dude, my finals for like term 3 or term 2 or term 1 finals. Stressful as fuck, cause that's when my injury was like the worst, bro. And I could not stay in crowds at all. Like one of my finals was to simply be there. Was to simply be there and like look at most of the shit that like students produced or whatever about some other class. That was my only assignment. I could not be in that room for more than 5 minutes. That shit was genuinely sickening. That shit felt like someone grabbed me by the shoulders and hips, and he had 4 arms. It was fucking rattling the fuck out of me. Back and forth, left and right. And bro, all I could do was try to just like... It looked like I was just out of it. I felt so out of it. It got to a point where I had to go outside and catch some air. But as soon as I did that, I think like a few minutes later, I got graded for my final because like I guess my professor was like looking for me, even though I was right there. I'm pretty sure I let him know that I went outside. I think so. I don't know. The whole the whole thing about like actions during that injury and like impulse, that was hard. Like I couldn't remember most things, but I'm pretty sure I let him know. I had to catch some air, and bro, it was fucking bad. It was just my whole world was spinning. It was really bad. And then I tried making the video presentation that same day so I can try to boost up my grade. I don't know if you've seen the video presentation.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, keep like restarting and shit.
Yeah, bro. Shit was stupid.
No, I remember seeing that.
That shit's stressful. That shit was stressful as fuck. That day got me so tight. Cause we spent so much time. I spent so much time looking for my final group too. That day, just to be like feeling congested and everything in the area. That shit sucked. What was your like stressful moments?
My most stressful moment was definitely my surgery. I mean, not my surgery, but my injury, because like it was at that point to where when I was meeting with my doctor, it was to the point to where I didn't know if I needed surgery or not. Like my doctor told me I had she knew where exactly like what ligament of my injury was hurting, and she straight up told me that if I tore this ligament that I would need surgery. So like for those 2 weeks, I was stressed out because I've never had surgery at all in my life. It was like freshman year, like damn, did I really just fucking come here my freshman year, fuck my shit up, and about to get surgery? Like I was actually like, that shit had me stressed. 100%.
Good thing you didn't need it though.
Yeah, facts. In the long run, I didn't need it, but still gotta repair that shit. Trying to think of another funny one. Cause I'm like, there generally is so many. Don't know how many like we should generally talk about.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Type shit.
Yeah.
Cause like college, if you know, like we don't really gotta talk about.
Yeah.
But
something just go off inside.
Facts. Trying to think of one.
Yo, you know at one time, you, me, and Vic found the groundhog, and then Victor thought it was a beaver.
They kept calling it beaver the whole time. It was a fucking
that shit was funny. And then fucking geese were trying to like, or the ducks were trying to like attack him.
He always had beef with the geese.
Kind of aggressive. Always beefing with the geese, bro. Geese.
There's generally like so much. Like we done so much. She was straight vibes and like vibes. You just need the right people around you.
For sure, bro. How'd you say though? Your first year shaped you and your mindset and your goals and shit.
Like my biggest takeaway.
Yeah.
Honestly, just like kind of what I just mentioned, just having the right people around you. You know, keep you solid, but also like always have good times. You know, like very thankful for like my team, my girlfriend, my coaches, like the professors that were on the campus. Honestly, I feel like the biggest takeaway I could take from freshman year is if it's better to go into things without an expectation, because then you're not really like in a sense of, I guess you could say, like, let down.
Mm.
But how about you? What was your biggest takeaway?
I would say that's probably one of the biggest ones. Honestly, like I've had trouble trying to like word that, but go things do go go into things blind at times. It's not a bad thing to do so. You'll find a lot of meaning and value within all the things you go through. Like me personally, like I'm like I like going into things blind because I get the full lesson from it. Like what certain things mean to me. Like for me, like certain music, certain art, martial arts, wrestling. Like I got into wrestling pretty blind. I'm not gonna lie. I knew nothing about wrestling. I just got into wrestling just because, like just to get out of a depressive episode. I got into that blind and like I fucking love it. There's yeah, do it blind, do it scared, do it angry, do it depressed, do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Do it, bro. If you don't feel it, you gotta fucking feel it.
Facts. You got to.
Got to. You got to.
Yeah. What about you though? Like, what would you, like, kind of going off a little more, like what we talked earlier, but what's a little advice that you would give to, like, a freshman? Or even, not even just a freshman, but, like, say someone who, like, someone who took a gap year, and still coming in, or, like, a transfer student, and someone who's just going to college, like, what advice would you give them?
Don't be too critical of your environment and try to open up to it.
Joe, that's actually, like, really good advice.
Yeah?
Yeah, bro. Straight up.
You always want to take in everything you can from a foreign area. You don't know it, so there's no reason to downplay it or try to like bog it down in any sort of way. You're there for a reason, so try to grasp everything you can from it, and then try to make your own judgments and assessments from that. And as well, in doing that, don't try to get in your head too much because you also want to navigate. You don't want to lead yourself into a dead end or into a deeper hole where you have to get out of. That'll just take a lot of time, and that's where you find your niche and your click. Build that energy, and just stay on a good track. Stay level-headed, and don't forget the reason why you started to pursue something. That's my advice.
That's perfect advice, honestly. I'd say so. Especially, like, from just, like, what you said before, like, don't be so critic of your environment. Be a little more opening. And that's to all things. Like, whatever your environment is, whether it's college, family, work, just life. You just gotta be more open to shit. As we were talking from the beginning of the podcast, of how, like, it's crazy that we started college not even a year ago, but we changed so much since then. How do you feel like, since then, it has shaped you?
Back then, I was such a sad human being. I'll say that. I was like, depression was hitting me hard, and it was to a point where I didn't know if I would genuinely see another day healthily. I wouldn't. I never thought I would see a day where it felt like warmth. It felt like a day of warmth or sunshine. But those days came because I went through the mud and trying to like farm my land. I don't really know how to say it, but wrestling, college, the people, school, dealing with all that stress helped me become the man I am now. And I don't get into my head too much anymore. Barely at all anymore. And that's because of the things I've gone through through wrestling and the people that were around me. Like, my first year has shaped such a vulnerable and malleable version of me into someone so much tougher and someone who can grasp things quicker. I can use my own talents and my own abilities and hone it. You know, I don't have to lay down on the ground like a dog anymore. You know, it doesn't feel like that anymore. I now feel like a human being and someone so much stronger. And that's not just all thanks to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's not just all discipline. I learned the discipline from the college and because I was training with you, bro. You and coach and everyone else. Like, bro, life would have never seemed this way if all I did if I went to trade school or if I just stayed here and just did things my own way. It just wouldn't have happened. I would not be as strong at the end of the day. How's your first year shaped you, bro?
Honestly, it just hits me with like realization of like reality a lot more at times. Especially with like I've always something I've always said and always noticed is that time is limited, but like really, like throughout then, like and especially how fast this time has just gone by.
Mm-hmm.
Like time truly is limited. Like you gotta make the best of time. You gotta make the best of time.
Yeah. 100%. You never know when your time comes, bro. And like, you don't want anything slipping by. Cherish every moment. Cherish every moment. Live through every moment. Yeah, there's this saying. I don't know who said it, but I've heard it somewhere. I think it's a samurai philosophy. But when you laugh, like when you laugh the hardest. When you cry the hardest. When you fight the hardest. When you live life to its fullest. Something like that. Live life to your fullest, bro.
Yeah. I'm understanding. Like going off like the time thing. Not only like is it limited to where you gotta make the best of it, but at the same time you gotta make the best of it with quality over quantity.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you gotta make sure that you're doing your best and also putting in the best work.
You don't want to overcook yourself. You don't want to overdo yourself.
Head first.
You want to do things well. Yeah.
You just think it through. That's something honestly I kind of learned throughout college.
Yeah.
Like even this summer I learned. You know what I mean? Like nigga needs to chill, bro. Like I need to take shit in. Like I'm a college athlete right now. That's the main thing I need to be focusing on. And in the end, I'll do the dues that I gotta do. Till then, I'm just chilling. But freshman year is a wild ride. 1 minute you're lost in the dining hall, the next you're winning your first college match. It's raw, real, and full of lessons.
Whether you're heading into college or just reflecting back, we hope this episode helped you feel more seen and a little more ready. And hey, if you're on your own rounds, of life, bro, just keep it grinding.
Thanks for tuning in to the Rounds of Life podcast. Be sure to subscribe, drop us a review, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Rounds of Life podcast. And we'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.